All right, let's talk about something that feels, well, pretty much impossible for a lot of people: buying your first home. Today, we're going to dive into some ideas that offer a completely different and, honestly, a surprisingly simple way to look at the whole thing. You know that feeling, right? You see the crazy house prices, you hear the news, and it's just so easy to think, yeah, that's never going to be for me. It's a really common feeling. But what if that whole idea is just based on a fundamental misunderstanding? Okay, I can almost hear you through the screen. Easy? Are you kidding me? But just hang with me here. This one idea, as wild as it sounds, is the key to unlocking a totally new way of thinking. It's not about ignoring reality. It's about changing the math you use to see it. So first, let's just rip the Band-Aid off and tackle that huge mental barrier head on, the myth that makes this whole thing feel so out of reach. Once you understand why it seems so hard, you can start to see why it might not be. This is what we all picture, isn't it? You're scrolling online, you see a house listed for, I don't know, $500,000, and your brain just short circuits. I do not have $500,000. We look at it as one gigantic purchase, this mountain of debt we have to climb. And yeah, from that angle, it is absolutely terrifying. But here is where everything flips. The idea here isn't that you need more money. It's that you need to use different math. It's a simple shift from thinking like you're just buying something to thinking like an investor. And it all starts with one super basic distinction. Okay, this right here is the most important thing to get. It's so simple. An asset, it puts money in your pocket. A liability, it takes money out. That's it. Most people look at a home and see the biggest liability they'll ever have. But what if it could be your biggest asset? And this slide just lays it out perfectly. On the left, that's the view that paralyzes almost everyone. You're just staring at that massive, full price tag. But now, look at the right. The investor, they don't even see the full price. They see the initial investment, that much smaller down payment that they use to get control of the asset. They're not buying a $500,000 bill. They're using a fraction of that to acquire a $500,000 asset. See the difference? Okay, so that sounds great in theory, right? But how does it actually work? How do you make a home a thing that pays you instead of you paying it? This is where we get into the simple but really powerful mechanics of the strategy. Forget that huge number, that $500,000 price tag. Forget about it. This is the only number you need to focus on: 20%. In the world of real estate investing, this is kind of the magic number for a down payment. It's the key that unlocks the other 80%, the part you don't actually pay for yourself. And look at how this breaks down. That small slice of the pie, that's you. That's your cash. The huge piece, that's the bank's money. Your job isn't to fund the entire purchase. Your job is just to secure the loan for the part you don't pay for. And how do you pay that loan back? And here it is, the whole playbook. It's literally 3 steps. Step 1, you bring your 20% cash. Step 2, the bank provides the loan for the rest. And step 3, this is the magic part, you get tenants in there and their monthly rent check covers your mortgage payment. Think about that for a second. You just used a small piece of your own money to control a huge asset, and now someone else is paying off your debt for you. So, when you actually do this, what have you created? You haven't just bought a property. No, you've built your very first financial engine. This is the new reality. A reality where your first home isn't a burden at all, but the actual start of building real wealth. So just imagine what's happening in the background while your tenant pays you rent. 2 incredible things are working for you. First, their rent is paying down your loan balance, so you own a little bit more of the house every single month. At the same time, the property itself is probably appreciating, just going up in value over time. That combo is how you actively build wealth, month after month, without even lifting a finger. And this is really the whole thing, boiled down to one sentence. By just changing your perspective and your strategy, you can transform what most people see as their life's biggest expense into a powerful, wealth-generating asset. It's not a bill you have to pay, it's an engine that works for you.